Hi girls, I hope you're having an amazing day today. Welcome back to the Creative Purpose podcast. I'm so happy to have you here today. And this is the second episode of the season. I took a long time to record this new episode, but hopefully we will be fine and we'll get on track soon. So I will try to post more frequently, but as you know, things have been changing over on Bliss a Girl also on here on me. So I've been having new projects and there's something I have to tell you. But first, I will explain why I'm taking so long. Maybe it's because I decided to take some holidays. So this time, instead of doing my 1 week holiday season, I did like a whole month, and I wasn't planning on doing that. I did work, so I won't lie, I did work a little bit. It wasn't like exhausting work like I used to do every time. This time, instead of working maybe 5 hours a day and doing a project consistently, I was working just a tiny bit, 1 hour, 2 hours, and then I would just rest whenever I felt like. And if I wanted to work more, I would work more, but I wasn't like pushing myself to my limits, and I wasn't trying to get to a goal like I will publish this by this date, I will have this deadline. Instead, this time I tried the most I could. I really tried to just focus on the process and just be there with my computer whenever I wanted and trying to enjoy the process of designing, the process of creating this final project of Bliss a Girl that I'm very excited about. And while creating it, I realized I do enjoy doing this. I will probably do it not for Bliss a Girl, because I don't know if I will keep on doing things for that. But I will like to continue doing this kind of project that you don't know about, but you will know about in a few days, I think. And I don't know when I will post this, but if the project is out, I will leave the link down below. If it's not, then I will let you know in my social media on the Instagram of Lisa Girl. It will also be on my Pinterest. And I will also share with you on the Creative Purpose Podcast Instagram account, so that you know what this project is. But I would like to keep on doing this kind of project more frequently, maybe for another, for the Creative Purpose, or maybe for another brand I create. But I do enjoy doing this. It's exhausting because it requires a lot of work. You will understand when you see it. So it's not just like a printable or a video or a short course. This requires a lot of design, a lot of written pieces, and tips and things. So it really requires more time, and you can do it with other people. So you are recommended to do it with like a team of people. And I don't know how to say this without saying what the project is, but you're required to do it with a team, and I'm doing it myself. So it's been exhausting, but I really enjoy the process, because I just did it in my time, like whenever I wanted, whenever I felt like it. And if you heard a weird noise, I won't pause the video, but I'm just letting you know that I'm near a window, so maybe you will hear more of these noises during the podcast episode. But yeah, so now let's go back to the episode. I was planning on doing a behind the scenes, but I just did. But well, my behind the scenes is that I'm doing better. I've been doing a lot of meditation. I'm doing a lot of tapping sessions, and this is something that I used to do only for abundance, like creating abundance for myself. But this time I started doing meditation for me, for healing. I found a very good YouTube channel in Spanish. If you want, I will leave the link below, but I'm not sure if you would like to watch something like that in Spanish. But yeah, so it's like a challenge of 30 days tapping, and each day you have a different theme. So one day it's like, I don't know, like finding your true self, and the next day is healing from trauma, and the next day is I don't know, like being consistent. But it's like very beautiful topics that help you heal. And I feel like after maybe 30 something days, I've been healing because I'm doing the challenge again. This is like the second time I'm doing the challenge, and this second time I've been able to internalize the concepts even more. So I think it's been helping me. I realized that I've been facing some things that in other moments I would be very, very like blocked and won't do. And this time I've been able to do it. So today's topic, I'm sorry for this very long preamble, but today's topic is the problem when something is not working for anyone in the same industry that you are. It's not working for you, it's not working for the person that you see online, it's not working for another entrepreneur who's doing the same thing. And no one talks about this. Like, people only talk about like the success and when things are working well or when things are working bad for you. But I think that it's very important to know that sometimes when you're doing something and it's not working, and then you see someone else doing the same thing and it's not working for them, then you can take like a different perspective on what is happening. That maybe it's not your problem, but it's maybe the problem of the industry. Maybe it's a problem of that this specific thing just doesn't work, and people are not really interested on that. So I will tell you why I'm talking about this. It's because I just experienced this. So as you know, I was feeling very defeated in the previous year because my business was like, somehow it took off, like it was going well, and then suddenly started going down and down and down. And I was always thinking, this is my problem. I'm not doing the best posts, I'm not doing the best products, I'm not doing the best this, the best that. And maybe I have to do better designs, better printables, better courses about this specific topic, better posts. And I was feeling very defeated for a long time. And this year arrived and I decided to just quit with this. And change the way I'm doing the things, and also create new projects, because I don't want to rely on just one thing, because if it doesn't work, then you'd have nothing. So I would like to rely on a couple of things. And it happened to me that I recently saw the Instagram account of a person who's doing quite the same as me. Maybe she started later, I'm not sure, but she's like going big, like creating a course that is similar to the topics I create courses on. She's doing like big events and things that are very cool, and she has very good posts. But I just checked on her Instagram account and she has like just a few followers. And the posts she does that are quite the same as the posts I was doing at Bliss Girl. Not the same in the aspect of she's copying me, but I'm saying the style, like the kind of post with design, like made in Canva. I'm not sure if she made it on Canva or not, but like quite the same style with words and some drawings and things. And not the same colors, of course, she has another brand. But she's doing quite the same as I was doing with Bliss Girl all this time. And she's like having the same kind of likes, the same amount of likes I had, like 10 likes, 2 likes, 5 likes, 20 likes at most. And I was thinking like, okay, maybe she started later, but she does have good posts. And then I faced another woman who's been on the language learning business for a long time, and she has like 10,000 followers on Instagram. And also she has a YouTube channel, and she was doing like the same kind of posts with the graphics, with words, with things. And I was like, oh my god, I am sure that she will have like 10,000 likes or 2,000 likes. I don't know, like I was thinking she's so famous right now that probably she has a lot more likes than me and this other girl had. And my surprise was when I realized that she in fact had the same amount of likes than me and the other girl. And I was like, but how? How? This other girl has like 200 and something followers. I have like 1,000 of something followers. And you have like 10,000 followers, a YouTube channel, and you're very, very famous. You have created many programs and you have like 10 likes in your posts, 20 likes in your posts. So I was like, okay, success doesn't mean that if you have a lot of followers and a lot of likes, then you will have success. And if you have so little, you don't have success. That doesn't mean anything. There are people who have like 2,000 followers and have many purchases in their products, and then people that have 10,000 don't have any purchase or just a tiny bit. So it doesn't mean anything. But at the same time, I was like, okay, so I was feeling defeated because my posts had like 20 likes at most, 10 likes, 15 likes, 3 likes sometimes. And then these two other women arrive. Well, they didn't arrive, but I came across their posts and realized that in fact they had the same amount of likes than me. Both of them were like in two different positions, one with a lot of followers, the other one with just a tiny bit, but they had the same amount of likes and I had the same amount of likes. So I came to the realization, maybe it's not my problem, it's not their problem. The problem is with this industry, with this niche, that people around language learning want to see people talking in front of a camera and talking about the languages they know and talking in the languages they know and sharing tips in a more casual way, friendly way, like if you're talking with a friend. And people like to feel this experience of something like it's inspiring and motivating, and you're seeing another fellow language student getting rid of their, I don't know, like their fears of making mistakes and seeing them studying, doing their practice and practicing in front of the camera and sharing their tips with you, like that comfortable environment, that friendly environment is the thing that keeps people looking for content in language learning, like seeing a friendly face, seeing a woman that resembles you, someone that is your same age, that maybe is from your same culture, learning foreign languages and being successful at it. And I realized that's what people want, not those graphic design posts on Canva with a couple of tips. And yeah, because that's not something that really inspires people. People like, especially on the new generations, the youngest ones, they really want something that is instant, something that is like in TikTok. You see a reel, you see a TikTok. This is something fast. You see it in 1 minute and then you have all the tips you want. You don't want to go to an article or watch a video with slides maybe. If you're really into something fast, tips fast, and seeing the person, seeing the face. So recording a short TikTok, a short reel, something fun, something interesting, something spontaneous, but at the same time inspiring. That's what people want. And I realized that, and I'm sad that I realized this now. And maybe I did realize this previously when I started, but I didn't want to give up. I was like, no, I will make this work. I will make people want printables. I will make people want to read my posts. But the truth is that sometimes what you want people to want is not what they will want in the end. And that made me reflect a lot. It made me reflect a lot in the fact that it wasn't that I was failing all this time. It wasn't that I was doing things bad because I'm the worst and people doing something similar to me are doing the things differently and therefore they're having better results. The thing was that I was doing something that wasn't working for anyone. Maybe it was working, but not in the way I wanted the thing to work. And now I feel like it wasn't my problem. It was a problem of this industry. It was a problem of what people want. So many people talk about researching, doing your research, and before you start a business, see if people really like what you are going to create, see if people really read the kind of posts that you want to create. Like, try to get in touch with what people want and do what people want, because if you do what you want but you don't take into account what others want, then everything will collapse someday. But I've also heard this other type of advice, which I much prefer, that there's a door barking. I'm sorry, I hope you don't hear it. But there's this other type of advice that says that if you want to create something, just create it. If you want to do something that is from your heart, do it. If you want to do something that you think that it would have worked for you in the past when you needed it, maybe it will work for people now too. Create from what you want to create, from what you feel like to create, and things will feel easier somehow. That's the other kind of advice. Like, it's the other extreme of this problem, this issue in the entrepreneurial world. So I'm in between, like, okay, yeah, I love to create from my heart, but I also want people to like what I create. And if I create something that no one will like at the end, then sometimes it's a little bit useless for me. I like to create knowing that people will want, because if not, it's like a kind of waste of time for me. So, and it happened to me sometimes. Like, I created a printable that I thought, like, this is amazing, I'd love to have something like this. I put it there and no one purchased. Maybe it was the price, maybe it was the design, maybe it was like, really no one will want to purchase that. And on the other part, I made things thinking this is not really something I would purchase, and then I had people purchasing from me this. But it's also this feeling of I created something that I didn't really enjoy creating, and people liked it, which is fine, but I didn't enjoy creating it, so I wouldn't like to create more of this. So you have to find a balance, and this is what I want to tell you with this episode. Like, try to find a balance of doing what you want, doing something that inspires you, that motivates you, that makes you feel excited to go to work each day, to use your laptop and design, or use your hands designing something, creating something, recording a podcast episode, recording a video, a course. Do something that triggers these inspiring feelings in you, that makes you feel excited to do it. But at the same time, do a little bit of your research. Like, is this something that it's really good for people? Is this really helping people? Is this really encouraging to people? Is this really something that people would like to read, they would like to hear, they would like to use? Maybe do a little bit of research, and also with yourself, like, is this something that I would purchase? Is this something that I would buy? Really? Is it? So be totally free to choose your niche or what you want to do, but also take into account and do some research. Like, is this something that is useful for other people? Is this working for someone else? Like, maybe you can go to Instagram and try to find accounts that are similar to the thing you want to create. So in my case, it was like language learning, but in posts, like quotes and tips and things like that. In my case, I would have had to that research, looking for accounts that had those things, like accounts about language learning with graphics instead of pictures, and tips instead of my face, and slides instead of a video recorded by me with my face also. I would have had to that research, and then I would have realized this is not working for anyone in the sense of likes. Maybe it's working in the sense of purchases. I don't know that. I don't know how many books or ebooks or workbooks or courses other people sell, but I can see how many followers they have. I can see their analytics, like how many likes have this post of them, how many likes have this other post. And I also realized that in other kind of industries and niches, posts like that are not really famous. And yeah, there are posts where you find on Instagram that have like thousands of likes, and it's like just a quote or a meme. But those are like very, very weird cases. Like, that doesn't happen very often. And you will see that many people you follow that you think they are amazing, they are great, they don't have so many likes sometimes. They don't have many followers sometimes. So it's a chance of luck sometimes. It's something that happens, sometimes it doesn't happen, but you have to see if it's something that people want to read, if it's something people would like to see and hear. And if you can see it, if you can find what's going wrong, if you already have a business, if you already have an industry, you chose your niche and you're already doing posts and you see that there's no much engagement in your account, you see that there's no much traction, people are not really buying, there's no conversion there, but you can't quite see what's the problem, I really recommend you to take some days off, maybe a week, a month, as much as you want, but take some days off and go back to your account as if you were a person trying to find tips on what you are promoting, or a person trying to find for a product that you create, so that you can see your account from a different person's perspective. Like if you were a customer of yours, if you were a follower of yours, like go to your account as if you didn't create it and see it from another angle, from another perspective, and see, is my account really attractive to people? Is this attractive to me? Is my account attractive to me? Is my account useful for me? Does my account look like I'm putting the effort, or I am just creating the posts for the sake of creating them? And then you will realize of many things, and that's what I did. I saw my account from a different perspective. I saw my account as if I were a follower or a random person on Instagram looking for language learning inspiration. And I realized this is not something I feel like reading. This is not something I feel like learning from. This account doesn't portray what I am trying to find. So, and that was like a big aha moment for me. Like, if I weren't me, if I weren't the person that created this thing, I wouldn't like this. And I also took a decision there, like, okay, I won't be creating more things for Blissogger right now. I don't know if in the future I would like to create a new workbook or a new ebook or something like that, but at this moment I wouldn't want to create more things for Blissogger and more posts for Blissogger, like tips and things, because I got tired of it. Honestly, I got tired of it. It's not like I don't have any more ideas. I do have them, but I got tired of creating things for language learning. But I would like to keep my Instagram account alive. So I realized if I want to create something that I would like to see, I would create like posts that are pictures of my products and my products being used on short videos and things like that, and reels about my products. That's something I would like to see, like my products being used in beautiful pictures, in beautiful reels, and that's it. And then the link is on my bio. The link to my Etsy store is on my bio. That's something I will do. And not because I will see if this works. If this works, maybe I will be even better in my business. No, it's not like that. I want to do it because that's something I like to see. I like to see the products of the people being used. And so far, I've been just creating the listing images of my products. Like on Etsy, the listing images are like just a graphic, and my printable in a beautiful graphic, sometimes with some colors and clip art, but it's not like my product being used like in a table, in a desk, and how it's used, how it looks inside. And I think that's one of the reasons why my products haven't taken off in the long run, like they did for a while, but right now there is just random sales here and there. And I think one of the reasons is that I wasn't showing my products in real use, in real life. And there's another dog barking, I'm sorry for that. But see your products, see your accounts, see the things you're doing from another perspective, and that will really make you see things differently and will help you realize of what you need to improve or what you need to change, what you need to quit, what you need to stop doing because it's not really working for anyone and maybe you're not even enjoying it. Sometimes that happens, like you create something that you think it's going to be a big hit but you're not really enjoying it, and then you realize it wasn't a big hit, no one really enjoyed it and neither did you. So that's like some hard truth to swallow, but it's important to do it because then you realize, okay, I don't like doing this, no one liked this, or no one purchased this, not many people liked this post, it wasn't really engaging and I didn't even enjoy creating it, so why bother doing that? So that's my tip. So take a time off and then see your account from a different perspective. And this podcast is mostly not for encouraging you to, okay, I won't do this because it's not working for others, or I will do this because it works for others. No, what I want to tell you is to help you analyze things when things are not going well in your business. Do your research. Like maybe your business haven't been going well for a long time, and maybe the problem is not that you are doing awful products or awful content. Maybe the problem is that it doesn't work with anyone. It doesn't work for other people also. It doesn't work for other content creators, for other entrepreneurs. And that's what I want to leave you with in this episode. Like, if you are going through the same thing that I was going, I want you to stop and reflect, see your things from another perspective and see if this is something that actually works. Because if it does, then try to see why this person has this success and not you, or why this person is able to sell a lot of this specific product and you don't, you haven't been able to do it, or why this person is creating the same kind of post and it's working for them, it's getting a lot of traction, traffic, but yours is not getting. Try to see that and also reflect on your own, seeing your posts, seeing your content, seeing your products. Is this something I would buy, or I have been pushing myself to sell it because I made it, when in reality it's not something I would purchase, it's not something other people would purchase, and I'm just pushing myself to the limits and putting a lot of pressure on myself to sell this, when in reality it's very difficult to do it. It's hard. Try to show your own style, your uniqueness. Don't copy anyone else. If you see something is working for someone, don't go and copy thinking this is working for them, it will work for me, when in reality you don't really see how much they are selling. There are people that I follow that they say I made $100,000, and then they also say, but it wasn't profit, it was just revenue. So in reality their profit was like, I don't know, $1,000, $2,000. So most of their money went to affiliates or marketing or paying to the team, when in reality they are not earning a lot. So never compare to other people too, because if you see someone is really having a success, maybe it's because they are paying to many other people to help them. They are paying affiliates, they are doing marketing, they are paying ads, they are having a bigger team than you. In my case, it's just me, and well, recently my sister started helping me with Pinterest, but there's just me basically. For many other people, it's not that. There are 2 in the team, or 3, maybe 5, 10, 20. There are many people working for them. So never compare their success to yours, because if you see when they started, you will realize they didn't have success right away. They didn't make the money right away. They had to fail many times. They had to earn nothing many years sometimes in order to discover what people wanted in their niche, or what people really were able to pay and willing to pay. Those are two different things. The willingness to pay is when you really want to pay, no matter the amount of money you want to pay it. The availability to pay is when you do have the money to pay. And many people do have the money, but not the willingness to pay you. And on the opposite side, many people have the willingness. They want your product, they want your course, but they don't have the money. That's something that happened to me with one of my products that I launched last year. And I launched that course, and then from the feedback of my followers from my email list, I realized that many of them did want to join my course. They did want to join it, but they didn't have the money because the situation in their country was difficult, because they were students, so they didn't work and they didn't have money, because it was very expensive for them and they couldn't pay it. So also think on that. Sometimes when things are not working, it's not because people don't want your product. Sometimes it's the price. Sometimes it's because their life is difficult. Right now, there are many courses I would like to purchase. In reality, there is one particular that I would love to get in, and I really plan on joining one day, which is Wandering Aimfully, because I would have lifetime access to Teachery, which is a platform I really want to have access to one day. I would really like to have my courses there. So I really plan on getting there, but I don't have the money right now to join. I have the willingness, but I don't have the availability to do it. So also think on that. Sometimes when people have the money, they don't have the willingness, and it also happens on the other way around. So yeah, this is all for today's episode, girls. I'm so happy that I could finally record with my face too. I had to do some arrangements with my phone because I didn't have a lot of memory, but now I have. So we could be together now talking. And yeah, I think I will record another podcast episode soon. I'm not sure if right now or maybe another day. But I'm really excited for this project. I'm really excited for the Creative Purpose podcast. I will be creating something really fun for you, like what I told you that I'm doing for Bliss a Girl, but I want to do it for the podcast. I will do it. I don't know if I will do it as in a membership kind of way or just as, I don't know. I'm not sure yet, but it's something really fun and really exciting that I want to do. And yeah, I'm happy for this. So thank you so much for listening to this episode. Thank you so much for your support. I would really appreciate if you could rank my podcast on Spotify. That would make my day. Honestly, I would be very happy for that. Or if you could like the video version of this episode on YouTube, I would really appreciate that as well. If you could leave your review, that would be also fun. I think on Apple Podcasts or something like that, you can leave your review. If that happens, I would be very, very thankful. So yeah, have a beautiful, beautiful day ahead, month ahead. February's just starting, so I think today is the 2nd of February. No, the 3rd, actually. Today is February the 3rd. So a new month, new beginnings, and that's it. Have a beautiful day ahead, and see you in the next one. Bye!